Welcome back, AM Penguins. So today we're going to be working with the area model, or the multiplication box method as you've heard us call it. So we're starting off by doing 58 times 92. Whenever I'm trying to break this down into the box method, I know my first step is going to be to draw my box. After I have my box, I need to look at the box and my numbers and see how I can best decompose these numbers to fit into the box. So I'm going to break both these numbers down into expanded form. Whenever I see 58, I know I have 5 tens and 8 ones. So that would be 50 plus 8. Whenever I break down 92, I know I have 9 tens and 2 ones. So that's going to be 90 plus 2. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my box, and I need 4 boxes because I've got a 2-digit by a 2-digit number. Now, it doesn't really matter what order I put them in on the top or the side due to the commutative property of multiplication, but just for this, I'm going to put 50 and 8 on the top and 90 and 2 on the side. Now, whenever I'm going through this, I know my rule of rows match columns. Right, remember, rows go side to side and columns go up and down. So whenever I look at this, I need to go to my first row, and I see that I have 90 outside of my first row, and I need to look at what column I am in and try and fill in that box. I see that I have 50 on top of this column. So I know I'm doing 90 times 50. Well, 90 times 50 is too big, so I'm going to count my zeros between the numbers. When I look at 90, I see 1 0, and I see 1 0 with 50. So I'm going to put both those zeros down and underline them. That just leaves me with multiplying 9 times 5. And I know that 9 times 5 is 45. And if I'm struggling, I'm going to go ahead and list my numbers or my multiples out to the side by skip counting. I skip counted 9 5 times and saw that I got 45. Now I'm going to move to my next box, and my rows match my columns. So I'm doing 90 times 8. That's too big, so I need to count my zeros. I know there's 1 0 with 90 and no zeros with 8, so I only have 1 0. So I'm going to go ahead and underline that. Then 9 times 8, which again, if I'm struggling, I can go back over here. 9 times 8 is 72. So I'm going to put my 72 out in front. Well, I'm done with my 90s row. So I'm going to go ahead and move down to my row of 2. And again, my rows match my columns. So I'm going to be multiplying everything in this row by 2 because 2's on the outside. And I'm going to go to my first column, which is 50. Now, I might know that 2 times 50 is 100. But again, I'm just going to count my zeros. 1 0 with 50. And then 2 times 5, which is 10. Then my last box, I have 2 times 8, which is 16. Now I found all my partial products, and remember they're called partial products because when I add them all up, I'm going to find my product. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself plenty of space and list my partial products out to the side. And if I need to, I can make a place value chart to keep them nice and in line. Whenever I add them all up, 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 6. 2 plus 1 plus 0 plus 0 is 3. 5 plus 7 plus 1 is 13. I need to regroup my 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. I find that I have a product of 5,336.